with a curated set of partners that are key ingredients to building agentic applications in the AI age. I'm John Lorance. I lead the SaaS Factory team here as part of the partner organization at AWS. And I'm here with Gaurav Gargate from Confluent Cloud. Welcome. Thank you for coming today.
Thank you so much for having me.
You can just spend like a minute or two just kind of talking about this sort of primary reason why you'd include Confluent Cloud in your stack and in your offering.
Yeah, totally. As more and more companies are becoming data native, cloud native, they need a lot of data to be able to manage the processing, to be able to govern what's going on, and also build the new age applications on top. Especially now, as we're getting into this agentic AI, like an explosion of it, data is going to be gold. And having access to well curated, well managed, secured, structured data in near real time and available everywhere on different parts of our ecosystem and stack is the key essential gold that's going to power our stack. So that's where Confluent fits in perfectly well. We enable our companies and our partners and customers to be able to connect to different types of sources, process and stream the data in near real time, govern them, add a lot of enterprise grade features and security models, as well as have them be able to get this amazing data products out of them which they can use in their other ecosystems for other agents or even in other warehousing tools if needed.
Got
So
it.
that's where Confluent fits in very well.
Got it. And the origin story is from open source Kafka streaming libraries, right?
Mhm,
Yeah.
mhm,
So how does I'm kind of an old school data engineer, me and builder, and I think of ETL, right,
mhm.
and moving data from data source to data targets. How does the kind of use case model shift when you have these kinds of streaming data transport mechanisms in the mix?
More and more of the world in the new age applications are moving from a traditional batched ecosystem to a more streaming, real time, continuous processing ecosystem. You look at various verticals, you look at the finance model, you look at where healthcare is moving, where government is moving, where high tech is moving. A lot of it is about having access to data in real time, near real time, and having the fresh content given to them. This is where technology like Apache Kafka, Apache Flink played a massive role. They are now shifting people's thinking of just going from batches of data to be processed post fact to accessing the data in near real time as the actions are happening right there. This is what is making most of the modern age products and applications and services extremely efficient and wowing the customers with that.
Got it. And so how does this idea of agentic applications that are sort of almost like bot driven versus human driven end up really requiring this as essential plumbing?
Absolutely. This is actually the perfect time and a fit. What is happening today is agentic AIs. In the agentic AI world, we don't have individual agents working. There is like an ecosystem. There's an ecosystem of multiple agents talking to each other, exchanging context, making decisions, and having that agency to go take an action on behalf of the user. Such an ecosystem absolutely needs the right context, the right data. Now, again, it's not just about giving them the data, but making sure that the context, the governance, the security model around this data is well done for what that agent needs. So, more and more, as automation is kicking in, data is becoming the gold standard and the essential fuel to take it further. This is where the entire data streaming platform fits exactly well for the AI evolution coming up.
Got it. So, I used to think about these data streaming platforms for things like media, right? But you're telling me it's sort of the essential kind of a mega service bus
Yep,
for agentic applications.
yep,
Yep.
absolutely.
And so moving Kafka from a open source offering that I could run myself to a managed service, how did that, how did the idea of a control plane come into the picture for you, building Confluence Cloud? And what did you have to do to build that?
Yeah, it's been a fantastic journey over the last 8 or so years in Confluent. The control plane really sits at the heart of how the cloud is getting built. A product like Apache Kafka or Flink has a lot of complexity when it comes to being efficiently working in the cloud, being elastic, being scalable at will, be able to have the right type of cost factors embedded into the system, Being able to have the right security models, I'm talking about IAMs, I'm talking about inter-service connectivity, as well as the marketplace, the billing, all of those aspects become very complex very quickly. Without a core control plane that can take away all this complexity and let our users as well as the developers just focus on the innovation on Kafka, that's where the moat is. So this is how we started the journey, and over the last few years, it's been I would say we have been able to rebuild it to be completely cloud native, and especially now with the AI models coming in with Flink, we have had to re-innovate and rethink of how the control planes will be built.
Got it. And so, what was kind of your journey towards, like, how much of an engineering effort was it to create this control plane kind of surface on top of the core offering that was already there?
Yeah, I mean, obviously the core offering is the most critical part of the business. However, the control plane and the platform in general first always started in tandem. We started building it together. As you need it, you build it. That's the classic way of getting
Yeah.
from a startup to a Series A to a Series C. Now we're in a position where the control plane is effectively like I would say like a big part of our engineering investment across the entire platform, because a huge amount of capabilities are already taken care within the platform. At Confluent, it's not just about Kafka now. We have Kafka, Flink, the Connect ecosystem, and a lot of new products getting launched on top of the common platform, which is the massive ROI and efficiencies coming into picture.
Got it. And those kind of newer products, are they also open source, or are they only available on the cloud?
Yeah, a lot of the IP is now available on the cloud because we are seeing as our customers mature and we are able to sell into different verticals and different industries, the demand has changed a lot. It's not just about the open source compatibility, but it's about specific needs that are required for the data streaming product and platform.
Got it. So if I'm an innovator kind of starting out, a highly technical innovator that I am, and I wanted to put this kind of uh, data streaming at the core of that application, should I run my own open source version of Kafka first, or is there an easy on ramp with Confluent Cloud that I should just start with, that's fast and affordable?
You should absolutely start with Confluent Cloud without a
Okay,
doubt. Most of engineers and founders, they want to focus on the value add, the features, the capabilities that they want to build for their customers. You don't want to be dealing with all the operations, all the management, all the provisioning loads, all the security controls, all of the integrations with the billing and telemetry and observability. You don't want to manage all of that. You don't want to deal with that complexity. All you want to do really is focus on how do I get the best products from a data streaming platform and build on top of that. This is where Confluent, being available in all three clouds, being an end-to-end solution with Kafka, with Flink and Connect ecosystem, really makes a big difference for someone who's starting just like you.
got it. So I build on AWS, obviously. I'm here at
Mhm.
AWS. Um, should I start by going to your website, signing up there, or through the AWS Marketplace?
You can do both. We partner with AWS a lot. We have a great relationship with them. So pick your pill.
All right. Well, thank you very much.